In November 2007, YBM, Korea's leading English education brand, launched YBM Engloo, which supports self-directed English learning based on its know-how in English education for more than 50 years. As a franchise English academy for elementary and middle school students, YBM Engloo is an on-offline blended education service for learning how to listen, speak, read, and write practical English, and ultimately gain the English competitiveness needed in an era of globalization. Students will be taught with the appropriate textbooks and the Smart Tab exclusively for learning, depending on the results of the level diagnostic test. A self-directed learning system with customized textbooks allows students of different levels to study simultaneously at the same space. Unlike passive one-way lecture classes, the students at YBM Engloo develop the ability to actively study on their own. In addition, during classes, the teacher communicates with the students through 4 sessions of one-to-one customized instruction and checks their learning process. What is self-directed learning? It means that the student himself/herself chooses and conducts the entire course of education according to his or her own discretion. Let's compare the traditional learning method with the self-directed learning method. The traditional learning method involves a many-to-one lecture. In most cases, the student participates passively in classes where the teacher teaches, solves, and explains the problems. In the case of self-directed learning, the student is the subject, whereas the teacher is the facilitator who helps the student. Through this process, the student can develop his or her own learning skills and learn to study alone, to be able to study without help during higher education courses. The traditional learning method can only be set to the average level of the whole class. However, with the self-directed learning method, as individual learning progresses, one-to-one customized lessons with different textbooks are possible in one classroom. In the case of traditional learning, the learner is afraid to ask questions during class in front of others. So even if he or she does not fully comprehend, the class may proceed. However, in the case of self-directed learning, the student receives immediate feedback on what he or she does not understand, as classes is being checked by your teacher on a one-to-one basis. YBM Engloo is an integrated English education in which students can listen, speak, read, and write. Students can maximize their listening comprehension by repeatedly listening to the learning material recorded in the voice of a native speaker. Proceed by vocabulary and sentence learning to write and read words and sentences by utilizing Engloo paper. Engloo practice is effective in developing the students' linguistic abilities, as it consists of repeated and recorded learning. YBM Engloo offers a structured and systematic curriculum ranging from phonics to IBT TOEFL.
YBM Engloo provides a smart learning system through the exclusive English Learning Smart Tab, Yes Tab. With Yes Tab, students can avoid the original two-dimensional learning method and enjoy the contents of Engloo by listening, speaking, reading, and writing in a three-dimensional way. The test roadmap is based on the Certified English Qualification Tests, JET, JET Speaking, TOEIC Bridge, and TOEIC Half. Students who learn according to the Engloo roadmap can prepare for various certified tests and be motivated to learn with short and long-term goals. YBM Engloo has gained great popularity after launching as the Lepton brand, which is customized to meet the needs of the Japanese English education market in 2009. In 2015, YBM Engloo also entered the Chinese market and is becoming a full-fledged global brand. YBM Engloo, the new trend of English education. YBM Engloo will mold students into global talents with international competitiveness in any environment in the world. Just as an igloo is impervious through the most intense cold, based on its optimal educational environment and learning system,
towards a wider world, towards a bigger future. YBM Engloo.